Hello, if you are in confrontation with a narcissist, then this will interest you. How are you doing today? Hope you're well. So you can't change them, and how changing you changes everything. But first, hi, I'm Will Perry, and I help make complex theories simple. It's not good enough to understand, we need to take action. I'm not clinically trained, but I've been an executive coach since 2001. I was head of action learning at the BBC. But in the last 13 years, I've been focused on this one question. Why do we get so stuck, and what's it got to do with this shadow side? How I help people? Firstly, I can do it for you. I can work really intensely, closely, or I can do it with you in the small online groups. Or you can do it yourself with the online program. But also I've got lots of free content and free programs, so come and find out more. Do like, subscribe and share. But here is the video of the day. The video of the day, that's me. Yes, shadow side. So much of it comes down to the shadow side. What is in that blasted shadow? So we need to learn how to sidestep their control. And a narcissist, if you've experienced a narcissist, maybe you're with a narcissist or a parent or a relationship with, or at work or a friend, then sidestepping their control is such a cool technique to learn. But to learn it, you have to go through the resistance of your own understanding and beliefs and perception. So we want to stop them doing the degradation, the things that we don't like, calling us names, putting us down, controlling, manipulating, all the stuff that narcissists do, that make you feel like you're being put down, you're under pressure and you're being judged, and it's not nice. All the stuff that they do is not nice. They do some nice things, of course. They're not just black and white all the time, or black all the time. Black in the sense of dark and devious all the time. Otherwise, we'd suss them out too quickly. They got this blend, this magic blend of doing stuff particularly nasty behind closed doors, so it's only ever you, and charming and facilitating happiness and joy in others when it's in public, because they need to look good. So I won't go into what narcissist is, what narcissists do and how they are, how they behave, what they are. But I mean, if you want that, let me know. I can do a video on that. But if you're with a narcissist, you'll know how difficult it is. And what you want to do is stop them. Just by telling them, you are not doing this and you won't do this and that's it. And you want them to listen. But what if our words are meaningless to them, are upset, our frustration, our dismay? What if our anger, our frustration, our upset, our empathy towards the situation, our empathy, our willingness to try and get them to understand, to see a different perspective, our patience towards them? What if that is all completely meaningless and in fact feeds them? What if our upset, what if our frustration feeds them? Ooh, nice. Then we'd want to stop doing that. But what if so you need to think, if you don't have an option, please stop, you're upsetting me, you're upsetting me, why do you do this? What if that's feeding them? What alternative do I have? You might think, what alternative is there to just your patience, to try and explain something and none of that works, because our words are meaningless to them. So you have to find a way to make them stop. You can see what they're doing. You can see they're trying to manipulate you. They're trying to wind you up, and you want to make them stop. You can see, you can actually perceive that they're just. But how do you get them to stop if they won't listen to you saying stop? Okay, so what we need to do is change our stance, and how changing our stance wrong foots them and trips them up. And it's like, oh yeah, that would be cool. What can I do to wrong foot them and trip them up? Well, I'm glad you asked. So what we need to do is we need to learn how to hold a strong stance. And it makes me think of the martial arts, and you hold a see, I just naturally fell into that. I didn't even have to think about it. strong, on the NLP training I did years ago, and he does it on purpose. Oh God, it gone straight out of my head. It will come straight back in a minute. The training, Paul McKenna, there we go. Strong like bull. It's done intentionally to make you remember, but that's in the sense of being strong and stance, and he tells different stories about. Anyway, yes, that's another different story. If you want to hear that story, let me know. Strong like a bull. So, actually having a strong stance enables you to wrong foot somebody. You can't do that. If you think about martial arts, you can't, if you're unbalanced yourself, you go, wait, a little bit, whoa. I hope you're getting this with a smile. Whoa. Do you want me to carry on? Whoa, a little bit, wait, a little bit, whoa. And they're enjoying that. If you try and push them off from, being abusive towards you, being nasty and whittling you down, and little remarks, making fun of you, and belittling, all that stuff that they do and love to do, and your words are meaningless to them. And then you try and stop, but you're going whoa because you're off balance. Do you think that might give them some pleasure? They might enjoy seeing you whoa, way, or crying, or upset, or frustrated, and stop, getting angry now. They're going to love that. So you need to have a strong like a bull. So how the hell do you become strong when you're feeling weak and vulnerable? And well, that's exactly the work that you need to do. So to become strong, standing in your power, all this stuff, learning to say no and actually meaning it, not wondering, will they stop? And not feeling guilty about the repercussions of saying no. What will they think of me? What if, or saying no to somebody who's well-intentioned, saying no, oh God, I hope they don't think badly of me. Oh God, what if they think I'm an arse? What if, guilt-free no, that's what I want, for you. So if you would like to say no to them, that they hear it, you need to first have a strong stance, strong like a bull. But how the bloody hell does one achieve that? So that's the work that I do. That's the work that I love. That's the work that I've dragged myself through, like laboriously, and sometimes a bit quicker, and other times like, oh my, slow slipping back. It's really difficult, a difficult journey, but that's the journey to go on, where you are change your stance, and it wrong foots them, and now they're the ones that are going, whoa, hey, I wasn't expecting that. Whoa, whoa. How would you like that for them, rather than using your words? Strong like a bull. No. Way. I think you got the idea. Boom. So I'm enjoying that as much as you are. Maybe a little bit more. So what we need to do is to be able to be strong in ourselves, to have that conviction, that belief, that change of belief up here. And how the hell do you change a belief? Well, that takes a little bit of work, believe it or not. So a belief is something that you don't know, because if you knew it, you wouldn't have to believe it. So a belief is not kind of real. It's not something you already know. So you have to learn something new about yourself. And you might be, it leads me to the old cup is full to and overflowing. You can't put new knowledge in it. You have to first empty it. So there's things you have to, and processes in all sorts of different ways to do that. And the way, I guess, I'm pragmatic in my approach. So what I wanted to do was something that I could apply and understand, like hypnosis. I don't want hypnosis. I want something that I know that when I'm a bit facing something, what do I need to do? Strong. Right. Yes, I know what I'm meant to be doing. Not whoa. So I want to be in control of that, not reliant upon a bit of hypnotherapy, or reliant on some stones, or reliant on some cards, or reliant on the moon, or reliant on. I'm not taking the piss out of anything else. It's just my personal values. So if that resonates with you, then obviously let's have a conversation if you would like, to explore this further. But for me, that journey of learning the stance, a bit like we see in Wipe On, Wipe Off, a bit like that, if you know that reference. So learning the control of the power that you already have, but that you've learned to give away from childhood. Kind of correcting the mistakes that you've made in your past, unbeknownst to you, that weren't your fault, but you've made beliefs and things you believe to be true. In fact, you know them so much that they are inconsequential. They don't exist anymore. It's just something you know, but you believe you could be better, but it's a belief, it's not true, and it's what you believe to be true actually is true, which is you're not good enough, you're not worthy, you're not capable, you're not, you are weak rather than strong or likeable, and you couldn't possibly do that. Oh, I tell you, you could, and you can, but it takes the work. So that's the place to work. That's what you need to work on. It's ironically, it's not the narcissist, because you can't change a narcissist. They're not going to stop being a narcissist. They're going to blame you. They're going to blame everybody else. They're going to blame. But looking here is really difficult for a narcissist. However, you are better equipped than a narcissist, because you can adapt and change here if you so choose, whereas that isn't an option and isn't conceivable for a narcissist. So they will blame. You can adjust, and whoosh, how cool is that? Strong, likeable. So I hadn't planned on saying most of that. So what the invitation to you is, I guess, is to start noticing your no's. When you say no to somebody, probably the person you've thought about throughout this, whether it's a friend, a parent, or a partner perhaps, or work colleague, or anything, anybody you'd, why didn't I think of that afterwards? After the event, it's like, damn, why didn't I say this? Why didn't I say that? God, what? And other such actions. Then notice those no's, those times that you're trying to say no. Maybe you wish you had said no. Maybe afterwards you think you wish you'd said no. Then. Or that you're saying no, but it's like, oh, what are they going to think of me? Oh, yeah. Are you able to say no? If not, that's a good place to start. If you are saying no, notice if it's guilt-free. Are you worried? No? Do you do an upward reflection on your no? Is it a no? Or is it a no? And then you do it anyway because you cave. So if your no has that guilt that I mentioned earlier on, then that is a fantastic place to start your exploration into those beliefs and those facts, things you know to be true about yourself, which aren't actually true. The negative things, those are. Come and find out more. Come and explore. Come and have a conversation if that sounds of interest to you. If you would like to be strong in your stance, I was mixing the metaphors there. Strong in your stance, strong like a bull. To be able to wrong foot a narcissist, so that they're gonna go whoa, and you get to win, but without having to touch them or shout at them, or just by changing your stance. Okay, that's enough of that. I hope that was interesting. I hope that was fun for you as well, as much as it was for me. Okay, many thanks. Have an awesome rest of the day. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.